That this is the gift of happiness. It's the gift of serious relief. And we're busy, and I promise you, we're gonna get even busier. This unit has sold out the last 4 times it's been on the air. But what's the difference tonight? When it's sold out at $49 for 4 times in a row, you only got 2 of the pads. We've doubled up the pads. You're now getting 4 pads, and we've lowered the price to $36.99. I will tell you, I've always known TENS, always knew TENS would work, and then I really needed it for my lower back. It was absolutely killing me, and I have been a faithful user of a TENS wireless unit, and I think there's nothing better than that. I have more relief from my TENS wireless unit than I have from anything else I've ever tried, and here's an opportunity to be able to get it. Laura Baker's joining me. We got a lot to talk about, girl. Hi.
Great to be together.
All right, I'm putting this baby on.
I love that you're doing it. And the thing is here's a great thing. You take it off, keep this little plastic right here, right, when you use this, because you're gonna reuse it, because each of these pads is usable up to 50 times. You're the tennis girl. I
do everything with my right hand.
Because I always do it this way, but now I see why you're doing it that way, probably because of the tennis elbow.
Yep.
Then you have a power button right there in the middle, right? So you just hold that down, and there's a little light, and then turns on. So the light's right there above it. And then one side is the positive side, which means more strength, and the other side is a negative side, which means less. And if you hit the center button, you go through 6 different types of therapy. So here's the thing about TENS units. TENS means transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. What does that mean for you? It means that you can actually use this anywhere on your body to reduce the aches and pains. It helps to temporarily reduce and treat those muscle pains in your neck, in your shoulders, in the upper back, in the lower back, in the arms, and even in the legs, which is amazing. So almost anywhere on your body that's aching, that's sore, that's tender, that's tight, that's just, you're just begging for a massage, but of course they're so expensive. Doing TENS therapy in therapy centers is about $75 a pop, right? This actually gives you amazing strength inside of this, along with that therapy treatment, but you can afford it and do it at home yourself.
And here's the thing, for me, I had some serious lower back pain. Like literally wake up and couldn't hardly move. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. I started using a wireless TENS unit. And I had used TENS before with all the wires. And the cords were everywhere, and you kind of have to sit there. What's really cool about this, and I put my wireless TENS unit right on my lower back. I get in my car, I drive to the tennis courts. When I get there, I reach back and it's off, turns off automatically. I pull it off and my friends are like, what is that? I go, oh, I just had a TENS treatment. And do you know, I have never experienced relief like I do with that wireless unit. And once you go wireless, you'll never go back to wired, because you have the freedom and you can hide it. So for me, wearing it, I drive with mine on my lower back.
I go to the movie theater with mine on.
Right, exactly.
You know, because sitting in that movie theater chair, I don't care that the new ones are fancy. They are still uncomfortable, right? And your back is aching, or if you're in a long car ride, it's Thanksgiving, you know you're going to be there for hours and hours on end, or you're just vacuuming and cooking and cleaning and getting ready for company. This is actually going to help you, whether it's back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, tennis elbow, like Suzanne has. I do it here, and you can see how it's really helping with my upper arm, but it's actually all the way going into my forearm here as well. You can move it down there too, but this, I'm going to talk about the different frequencies, first of all. One of the questions I get a lot is, does it come with directions? Here's the booklet that it comes with, and what I'm going to suggest is that the very center of this booklet gives you the different frequencies. So when you open it up, just keep it kind of open to this page, because this will actually literally tell you, notice how I highlighted it? It will literally tell you the different ones. So you have scraping, tapping, acupuncture, cupping, tai chi, and kneading, and then it goes through the frequency of each. So what I'm on right now is actually the acupuncture, and you can tell because every second, every hertz, I'm getting a new treatment, right? Every single time the TENS is going in. But if I want to switch it, I just go to that button, go to the center button, it automatically goes to Tai Chi, and then I can turn the power up or I can turn the power down in order to make it different. So with Tai Chi, it's actually, it's longer and slower. So now notice what it's doing to my muscle. So the other one was every second. With acupuncture, notice with this, so watch, hold, 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 and then it's going to release it here in a second as well. So you really might have different treatments for different parts of your body. Isn't that cool?
And my unit does not do that.
It
that's
doesn't?
Really interesting.
Yeah, so this is
much
one of the
more
upgraded
versatile
versions.
Yeah, that's great. Wow.
So you're really able to do that. So here's the thing about transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. What is it? Because it's kind of confusing. It's a big scientific word, and I get it. It basically sends this message of pain. It interrupts that message from pain of getting from the muscle into your brain, okay? So it sends an electrical impulse into your muscles and into your joints, and what happens is while it's relaxing those muscles and relaxing those joints, it's actually preventing that pain message from getting all the way into your head and into your brain. So it kind of interrupts that from happening.
Do you know what it did for me? And this is what I was doing. To be able to go out and play tennis and just live my everyday life, the pain was so excruciating. I was taking these giant aspirins. I mean, the kind that the doctor gives you. And I thought, that cannot be good for you. It can't be good for my stomach lining, you know, the whole story. But I had to be able to get out in the tennis court and to be able to have an active life, I had to do it every single day. And I knew that was not a long-term solution. So when I got my wireless unit, it was day and night. It changed everything. And you know what's amazing? For me, the pain is gone. Now, does it come back the next morning? Yeah, unfortunately, it comes back, right? But the fact that I can get relief and the relief lasts all day long.
Yes.
My analogy for that is brushing your teeth. We know you gotta brush your teeth every day. It's still a temporary fix.
Exactly.
You don't brush your teeth once and you got the best teeth on earth for the rest of your life. You gotta do it every day. For me, that's how I look at a TENS unit. I mean, and it's because I get such relief, I enjoy using it. And because it's wireless, you don't have all the cables and wire. All the other units out there, you're trying to tangle wires and it's everywhere. I put this discreetly on my lower back. I get in my car, I drive down to the courts, I go to the grocery store. I wear it, actually, mine runs for about an hour and then it automatically, the system that I want to use, it runs for an hour, it automatically turns off. When it's off, I peel it off, put it back on the little sticky pad, and then tomorrow I'll do the same thing if I need to.
And so let's talk about that. So this one actually lasts for 30 minutes per session though, but it's 300 minutes total. So a one full charge will give you 10 full sessions. And of course, you're actually able to do whatever session you want on this. So if you want a 10-minute session, then you can just do that 10-minute session, right? If you want a 30-minute session, it will automatically turn off after that 30-minute session there for you as well. One full charge takes 40 minutes, so it's super fast and easy to completely recharge it as well. And you can see how it really does different things. So this is actually taking my arm and it's lifting it because it's taking those muscles. But understand this doesn't hurt, right? This is a mild electrical current that goes into the muscles. Notice how my arm just dropped, up, up, up. You can see it going. And I'm not doing this.
Mine's tapping.
This is actually pulling my arm up with the muscles, right? But when it does it, it feels really good. It feels almost like a nice deep massage inside of there, and then it releases. But I can actually make it a mild massage simply by going into a smaller strength there as well. But let me finish this one so you can just see how it's gonna go like that, and then it's literally gonna drop my arm in just a second, because I'm not doing this. Again, this is the TENS unit that's doing the work here. See, now I've just dropped my arm there. And then I'm gonna switch to a different session.
Well, and you know, I gotta show you mine, which again, the unit I have does not have all these features. It's got this boom, boom, boom. Boom. Can you guys see it right there? It's, look at it, isn't that cool? And it feels great, actually. All right, let's talk value, because that's, you know, a lot of you want to shop, and I love a great value too. Let me show you this screen, because I think this is important. If you had to buy all this separately, remember, it is sold out 4 times at $49. $49 sold out 4 times with 2 pads. We've doubled the amount of pads. You get 4 pads now. That's a $19 value. And the TENS unit itself is $59.50. We are at $36.99 as opposed to $78.50. Guys, it is worth the $78.50. Like I said, Laura, I have never had more relief in my life. And it was the kind of back pain that stops you in your tracks.
So,
it's not just, I'm sore because I was gardening. It's like, oh my God, take my breath away kind of pain,
here's the thing, like I rolled a car many years ago when I was in my 20s. And so I have lived with that back pain my entire life. I went to physical therapy then for years and years and years. And honestly, physical therapy would help that day, maybe the next day, and then it would be done. This is something I can actually do in my home the minute I'm not feeling well. I don't have to make an appointment. I don't have to go anywhere. The minute my lower back acts back up, and it does frequently, I throw this on and you start to feel the difference as well immediately. Donna, our model who has it there on her upper back, was just telling me 5 minutes ago that this has been so helpful for her this week, because she's been modeling for us, because she also was in a really bad car accident, right? And so she was having she slept wrong, and it re-triggered the accident in her neck, and all of a sudden, by putting this on, she starts to feel that tension release, she starts to feel the muscle release, and her neck and shoulders start to feel better as well. So this is something, you know, I love hearing these stories from people. My mom has one, right? She uses it all the time. She has really bad back problems. My mom goes, when are you on with that TENS unit again? Because I have to tell my best friend to order one, because I keep telling her how good this is, and she needs to have one too. So it's one of those things that you have to you have to learn about it and then understand when you try it how amazing it is.
And I'll tell you why it's the best time to use it right now, because if you've never used a TENS unit, trust me, you don't want the wired ones. I'll be honest with you, that just wires are everywhere, and you really kind of you're trapped. You just sit there because all the wires are everywhere. It's not like I'm in a car driving because all that stuff's hanging everywhere. So you want to go wireless. The second thing that's fantastic about this is we have our extended return policy. So if you're questioning like, well, I've never tried 10, should I give it a shot? You have until the end of January to send this back. If it's not working for you, please send it back. We want you to be really happy customers. But it's the best test window on maybe something you've never tried before. And like I said, for years and years and years, I never used 10s. And then I started religiously using it probably about a year ago. And I will tell you, it is one of the biggest game changers for me personally. I went from that back pain that was like, whoa, like literally took my breath away, to feeling relief that I've never felt before. It's a huge, and it's so nice not have to swallow a bunch of stuff to get something like that result. It's nice to have a more, an easy result that doesn't involve pills.
Yeah.
That's
well,
what I
let's face it, the doctors, you go to the doctor and the doctor goes, you need to take less and less of those pain medications, right? I mean, and there's a reason why, because this hurts. We have aches all over our body. The older we get, the worse it gets. Well, what's nice is that this unit can be used on your upper shoulders, on your lower shoulders, on your neck, on your lower back. You can put it almost anywhere, knees, your legs. The only place you can't put it is over your heart and over your thyroid, which makes a lot of sense, right? Those are the two places that you want to avoid, but other than that, your necks, your shoulders, your arms, your legs, your knees, even I know somebody who uses it down by their feet and their ankles, you know, and so it's one of those things, I mean, and so because you get that pain relief, and it's such an easy thing to use. It's small, it's lightweight, it makes sense how to use it. It's a power button, right?
And rechargeable.
And a rechargeable, and you're reusable too, because each of those pads is reusable up to 50 times. So I'm gonna show it to you really quick. I'm gonna turn this off. By turning it off, all you do is hold that center button down for 3 seconds, and then it peels right off. So notice this has the silicone right there. This is starting to get a little dirty. So what I would do is take a very mild dish detergent mixed with a little warm water and just clean it. Don't drench it, don't take anything, just do a very mild clean it, let it dry, and then put it back on the clear pad that it came on. Don't throw this away, because this is how you're gonna store it, right? Always use it on clean, dry skin, and if you continue to maintain it, it will last you up to 50 uses. Now you're getting 4 pads. We're giving you this one plus 3 more, so that's 200 uses just with this alone before you ever have to use more pads.
And guys, to me also, because we are talking about gifts to give and to receive, it is the gift of just feeling better. You know, waking up and going, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. You know, just smiling because you just don't have that gnawing pain. It is remarkable how effective it is. That's what surprised me. When I really started using my wireless unit, I was like, this is day and night. Like, no longer was I relying on a bunch of pills. And again, we're not doing any kind of medical advice whatsoever. This is my personal experience. From trying to get out and still have an active lifestyle, I was forced to be able to take these really giant pills, and I knew in the long run it was not good for my stomach lining. I shouldn't be doing it. I had to find an alternative. When I was introduced to a wireless unit, it truly was day and night. It's like black and white TV to 4K, because all of a sudden I go in about, and again, I use mine for about an hour later, I'm good for the whole rest of the day. It's incredible what the TENS technology can do to help you temporarily have that pain relief. And any relief is worth it.
Yeah, it's amazing. And these pads also are so amazing because they're 7.5 inches wide by 3 inches, you know, so they're a lot larger than some of the ones that you get out there that are really tiny.
That is very true. Those little teeny weeny pads, All right, guys, so here's the scoop. Remember, we've sold what? 3,500, okay? Please don't let this pass you by. Either get it for yourself as a gift to you, or give it to somebody that you love, because giving the gift of pain relief, I mean, could there be any greater gift?
I think your hairdressers, your moms, your sisters, everybody's gonna love this,
Anybody on a computer all day long, hunched over? Oh, but anybody who's working with tools,
about not feeling comfortable,
or anybody working like shoveling, even the weekend gardeners. All right, we gotta go. Bye, Laura. Thank you.
Thanks.
Gotta wrap that baby up. Remember, we've quadrupled, so it's 4 pads versus